Good afternoon, everyone. It's Robert from My Turntable. Hope you have a great afternoon. It is Saturday afternoon. As always, I don't have a coffee with me, but if I did, it'd be a coffee kind of afternoon, but I don't have any coffee. I was watching Sam St. John, Americana Sam, doing a Thanksgiving turkeys, kind of a thread, basically any turkeys you have in your collection. And he encouraged me to put this video together, so I'm going to do that for my good friend Sam St. John. I'm going to put the link below to his channel and the video so you guys can join in on this awesome thread. I was telling him I don't usually buy turkeys in my collection, but I try and buy albums that I really like. But I've managed to find 5 that didn't really grow on me. I liked them when I first heard them. Happy to have them in my collection. I'm not going to get rid of them at all, but I just don't listen to them. I may have listened to them, a bit or maybe even a week when I first got them, but a lot of times now they're just sitting on my shelf. Because I've got so much else to listen to, but they just didn't grab me like other albums do or other bands do. So some may surprise you. And again, this is just my opinion. Don't let it upset you in any way. And if you do like these albums that I'm going to show you, that's cool as well. Just that they just didn't hold my attention like other albums are doing or have done in the past. So right off the bat, Hackney Diamonds by the Stones. Overall, a decent album. Pleasantly surprised when I heard it. These guys in their late 70s and in Nick's case close to 80. Came out in 2023. And I listened to it maybe for a straight week. I was really blown away by it. I really liked it. But I haven't really picked it up until I was going to do this video. Been close to a year since I've listened to it. But it's like that with all the Stones albums that I have. I don't play them on a regular basis. I have them. I have quite a few of them. And if a video comes up or someone suggests a certain album, but I think it's maybe because they're overplayed. I don't know. But I liked it, but it doesn't blow me away, and I don't pick it up and listen to it. But I maybe, if anyone other than the Stones release this album, it might get a mid-review from the critics and fans. But it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine to enjoy and listen to on a regular basis. But again, decent album. Same with this one here. Now these guys are hit and miss at the best of times, but their latest release, I think it's their latest release. This is the Scorpions' Rock Believer. Just like the Stones, I need to be in the mood to listen to the Scorpions and the Stones. Came out in 2022. It was a great listen when I first put it on, but it becomes pretty repetitive, and I don't think it's going to get them any new fans. I mean, their staple fans are going to love it probably, but it's a long album, also over an hour. So some of the lesser tracks like Call of the Wild, When Tomorrow Comes, Crossing Borders, they could probably drop that and make it a tighter album. But nothing special here. It's decent and some cool stuff. I was listening to it as I was doing this video. Some cool stuff, but it's not mind-blowing. It's not mind-blowing in any way. But again, Scorpions are the Scorpions. Still sounding great. Vocals are fantastic. But it's just not my cup of tea in these days anyway. Same with this one. This one almost disappointed me. When The Symbol Remains came out 4 years ago, believe it or not, 4 years ago in 2020, The Symbol Remains came out by Blue Oyster Cult. I thought it was one of their best albums ever, and I superly enjoyed it. I still listen to it. I still do. But it wasn't that way when I first heard Ghost Stories. Apparently their 16th and final album. They're saying this is their final album. It's not even a like With Simple Remains, it was all new tracks. This is tracks from between 1978 and 2016 that didn't really make it on any albums. And you got a couple of track covers on here too. Kick Out the Jams by MC5 and The Animals, We Gotta Get Out of This Place. Not the greatest covers in any way. It's not bad. Last Night Street Fight is okay. There's a couple other ones on there. Cherry, it's a cool pop rocker, catchy chorus. Supernatural, So Supernatural is great as well. It's probably the best track on the album. Kind of trippy, proggy. But this one here might have been a better deluxe version attached to any Blue Oyster Cult album, even though it was a deluxe version of the Simple Remains. Not an album on its own, and definitely not their final album. It's unfortunate. I have it because I'm a completist. I have most of Blue Oyster Cult's albums. I think I'm missing 2, so I had to have it as a completist. But it's not my favorite. Not my favorite. As well as this one. I bought this one because he comes from a band I listened to a ton of when I was younger. And also he was the lead singer of the band at the time. And maybe that's the only reason why I have this. I have Dennis DeYoung's 26 East Volume 2. I don't have Volume 1. But it's not a terrible album in any way. Dennis sounds amazing. Released in 2021. If he had Sticks behind it, it'd probably be a better album. But it's a great album. But again, not something I listen to. I listen to the later Styx albums more, The Mission and Crash of the Crowns. I thought Crash of the Crowns was the best in the particular year it came out. Probably the best album of that year, and a couple others agreed with me at the time. But this one was released in 2021. Not a terrible album. A lot of cool themes on here, very uplifting themes. And again, Dennis's voice sounds amazing. But it's been sitting on my shelf after I stopped listening to it. Still happy to have it, but it's not something I reach for on a regular basis. Which brings me to the last album here. And I really don't know what to say about this one. Again, as a completist, I had to have it. But why this album came out, I really don't understand. This is The Dark Side of the Moon, Redux by Roger Waters. Weird back album cover as well. Weird front cover also. The original album was such a masterpiece then, and still remains one today. So why Roger Waters had to take this and put out a terrible version is beyond me. I hope he doesn't take any other albums and try to ruin them. Again, I bought it because I have pretty much all Pink Floyd's albums. But he makes one of the best albums of the 70s, or ever extremely boring on this one. I get it, kind of. He's trying to be older and wiser at the end of his life, say. But he took every song and butchered it, in my opinion. Some people love it. Some people really love it. But I don't know if it was his attempt to reclaim Dark Side of the Moon for himself. But he did a very unexciting and unengaging job of it on this one. And I listened to it, yes I did, when it first came out, just to get a glimpse of what was in his mind. But no, not for me, not for me. So there you have it, Sam. That's all I'm going to say on that album. Sam, thank you so much for this great thread. I'm going to put, again, the link below to Sam's channel to have you guys engage in that and follow up and do your own threads on some turkeys in your collection. It was difficult at first because I don't have any stuff that I don't like, but once I started thinking about it and looking at it, yeah, I got a couple. I still got to keep them. I still like them. I'll probably listen to them more now that I brought them back up again after a year. But there you have it, guys. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care now.